Happy National Ceiling Fan Day, guys. So today we're going to do a video of some of the fans here in my house. And we're going to start off with this 42-inch Hampton Bay Littleton ceiling fan. This one's from 2017. So I've had this thing for 5 years. So almost a decade. And I have it on the white side of the blades, but there's also, if we can get up here, bleached oak up there. I think I showed that before, but I don't know. Alright. So I'm going to turn the light on for it. And I use the wall switch to turn on the light. I hardly ever use the pole chain because, I mean, if I can use the light, then I may as well not use the pole chain. And let me show you guys the light switch that I use to turn my light on and off. Now, I don't, the fan is not connected to the light, so we'll have to use the pole chain to turn it on. So we're gonna do all speeds. We're gonna start with high. It is a little noisy, but it's a Hampton Bay Littleton, so what do you expect? I personally like Littletons. I know a lot of people would disagree on that, but I like them because they kind of look like vintage fans almost, but they're not. I hardly ever run this thing on high speed because, I mean, I don't know why, but I just don't really run it on high speed a whole lot. And it does have a little minor wobble to it. Medium. I'm going to hold the camera with my two hands because they're getting a little sore just holding the camera with one. Yeah, and then whenever the fan's on medium, it starts making that ticking sound, which I don't know why, but, you know, it's a Littleton, so what do you expect? And low speed. Low speed's pretty noisy. I don't know why, but it is. But normally I don't do this, but I'm doing this for video purposes. Most of the time if I turn the fan on, I just leave it on, but for video purposes, I thought I would show you guys all the speeds. So, I know National Ceiling Fan Day is based off of ceiling fans, but I may as well show you guys the portable fans while I'm at it. I'm going to actually set this thing on my bed. Now this is a good fan. It's from the 90s. It's a Super. And I run this thing often whenever I get hot. This is the fan I mostly run. Has 2 speeds on it. This is an SMC Super. It'd be cool someday to get an older Super. Like a one from the 80s. But this is the Super I have, and it's a Shell manufacturing. Now this is a good fan. If you're talking about good fans, this is a good fan. And so is the Seabreeze. And we're going to actually turn on this first one, which is a Electro-Home. I paused the camera just for a brief second so I can get it plugged in. And this fan's a 4-bladed fan, and this is actually the recent one I got. I think it's from the 50s. It's pretty quiet, honestly. And I'm going to shut that one off. And if I can find the cord. Hopefully my phone does not have the camera go sideways. There's my Seabreeze. Which the Seabreeze is actually a little bit more noisier than the Electro-Home. And look at that, the Electro-Home is still spinning down. So it's definitely really good. But yeah. Okay. So those are those ones. Now I also have this Coolworks fan. Kind of a cheap one, but... And then we got some cheap Mainstays fans. And then I got a classic heater fan. It's not classic, it's a modern one, but it goes by the brand name Classic, which I have not unboxed it yet, but I will do that when the weather gets cold. And then in there, I don't know if you can see it. Might have to turn the light on, but there's a Comfort Zone 6-inch desk fan. So, let me go downstairs and we'll show you guys the other fan. Oh, and before I forget, here's another one right here. It's a Hunter ceiling fan, which I'm not going to turn this one on because save time on the phone, I guess. Like with the video, I don't know. But yeah, it's 42 inches. Hunter Low Profile Plus from 2018. So yeah. And over here we got some cheap Mainstay pedestal fans. That one is definitely very cheap because it has a lean to it. I'm not a big fan of that, but oh well. Yeah, and then we got another Mainstays desk fan and humidifier. I know this is not really, well, kind of considered a fan, but depending on how one looks at it. But there it is right there. And this is a heater fan, which I'm going to turn on for you guys. You can see it blows cold air right now because it's on the cold setting. And then heat. It's kind of warm outside, so we don't really need this running, but... Oh. Burning dust. I'm not a fan of that smell. And that's a hot heat setting, but you know, it's what it is. Yeah, that's one thing about these plastic heaters that I'm not a huge fan of, is they do make a horrible smell. And that smell does go through the whole room. Walmart desk fan.